Awaiting me at the airport on my return flight from driving the new XC60 in Barcelona was its slightly lower slung long-roof stablemate, the V60 Cross Country. That wagon ute soldiers on for another year on the older Ford shared platform underpinnings before graduating to the XC60's hot new spa architecture. But its 2.0-liter turbocharged engine lineup, 8-speed automatic transmission, and all-wheel drive system are pretty darn similar to the ones in the new XC60. So if your lease is up now, and you're antsy about waiting for XC60s to arrive later this year, might a V60 or V60 Cross Country serve you just as well? For many, a decision like this will come down to how high you need to ride and how important it is for you to be seen wearing the latest automotive fashion. On the height ground clearance front, the XC stands 65.3 inches tall with 8.5 inches of ground clearance, and the tallest V60 Cross Country stands 60.8 inches tall with 7.9 inches of clearance. The around-town V60 wagons are down at 58.4 and 5.4. As for the looks, even in its 6th model year, the lower slung station wagon body looks pretty sleek to these eyes, especially sprayed as this one is with $560 worth of optional twilight bronze metallic paint. But then again, I learned to drive in a station wagon and am a car scribbler, so wagonphilia comes naturally, especially if said wagon is brown. If it also offered a manual and a diesel, its powers of attraction to my tribe would be utterly irresistible. I could take or leave the ute drag costumes, faux front and rear skid plates and black wheel arches, which add 1.4 inch to the width, but the 7.9 inches of ground clearance proved sufficient to tackle the long rutted driveway into our construction site summer cottage. Normal cars all scrape their underbodies. The Helldex all-wheel drive system proved well matched to the task of a tricky three-point turnaround at the far end of the driveway in a soupy slurry of nowhere near enough gravel on way too much wet, mucky clay after what seems like a stretch of Old Testament-grade rain. Systems that rely on wheel spin from the dominant axle to engage the helper axle have formed ruts in here, but the Volvo system is proactive, so it gently managed the pirouette without a single degree of rut-digging wheel spin. The XC60 would surely have fared equally well, thanks to spa weight loss that erases what has been roughly a 175-pound weight difference between the XC60 and the V60 Cross Country. Inside, the advantage goes to the XC60 big time in terms of aesthetics, and the second-gen Sense's touchscreen, both of which are big improvements over the old architecture's increasingly quaint array of buttons and a small central screen. My back also prefers the new architecture seat shape to the old, but after sampling both, my Automobile Mag colleague and driving partner in Barcelona felt this V60's older seats fit his frame more comfortably. So your results might vary. The XC's 3.6-inch longer wheelbase also affords way more stretch-out room for leggy riders in the rear seat. Of course, achieving that roomy backseat meant moving the seat back into the cargo area, which means the wagon now offers way more cargo room than the ute, 43.8 cubic feet to 29.7. When you're schlepping material to the worksite, 14.1 cubes is like a whole other sedan trunk's worth of space. The V60's in 40/20ths 40 folding rear seat back is another bonus the new Ute misses out on. That feature allowed me to carry 5 10-foot PVC sewer pipes while preserving 4 seating positions. The new XC60 only provides a ski pass-through in the center position, good for maybe 1 or 2 of my pipes. One more advantage for the wagon, the availability of child booster seats in the second row, part of the $1,550 climate package with child booster seats group. This feature is not available at launch on the XC60. Naturally, both cargo holds are outfitted with 4 cargo tie-down points. Each can accept Volvo accessory pet cargo retention nets with the rear seat up or down, and both feature roof rails that will accept Volvo accessory crossbars. Driving pleasure ranks pretty evenly. The GT5 engine is rated 10 horsepower less in the V60, but that'll be tough to notice for most folks. Steering feel isn't wonderful on either, but both vehicles corner reasonably flatly. The new XC60 thanks to its transition to control arms in front, and the V60 thanks to its lower center of gravity. Safatniks will want to wait for the XC60's emergency steering assist and run off-road spine compression prevention gizmos. The V60 lacks these things, but it is otherwise pretty well equipped on the protection front. Faced with choosing right this minute, I probably grabbed the wagon. With a bit longer time horizon, I'd probably wait for the spa-grade V60 and hope its cargo area doesn't shrink as much as the XC60's did.